everybody. This is Jasmine. Thank you for joining me on Ethereal Pathways. If you're new, welcome. I am a channel. Excuse me. Throat chakra stuff going on this morning already. And I channel messages for the collective. And what I typically do is I will meditate for a moment, just to let you know how I work. And I will sometimes get words of confirmation from people that this is your reading. Some words may resonate for you, some may not. That means it's for somebody else, and just leave the messages that don't resonate for you. And then there's usually like other messages that'll come through for some of the words, or an overall message that comes through for the collective. So again, take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't, because it's for somebody else. So I also got a couple oracle decks that I might use if I'm guided to, and I've already cleansed those decks and got them prepared. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and get started. I may excuse me, goodness gracious, I may meditate here for a moment, just to kind of connect with the energy and let the messages start coming through. So I will take a moment of silence to meditate and tap in, and feel free to fast forward through this part until I start having the messages if you wish. Spirit, what messages does the collective need to have today? What messages do you have for this collective today, watching this video? Please have clear messages. I've already cleansed the space before this video, I should have said. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for creating a clear communication channel between the divine and myself as an instrument of communication for the collective at this time. Forgiveness is a word coming through. Zeke, I don't know how to spell that. Is it Z-E-K-E maybe? Zeke? Maybe that's a name of a place or something somebody's familiar with. Hearing the word train. I don't know if, not this word train, like you're training somebody, sorry. Train as in transit train, like Amtrak or something like that. Railroad. I don't know if somebody is in that industry, or maybe you're riding the train, Amtrak or something like that, or a train in another country. I don't know. That will resonate for somebody. I mean, let me see what this is. Swiss Alps. I don't know if somebody's in Europe, or maybe you're riding the train through the Swiss Alps. I don't know, but Swiss Alps, I'm seeing those big tall mountains with the grass and the flowers and stuff on them. So I don't know if somebody's traveling there or they live there or they visited there recently. That will resonate for somebody. I might need to grab a drink of water here in a minute. I'm seeing the number 75 as a number of confirmation. Somebody may be seeing 75. You may be 75 years old. I don't know. But 75 as a number synchronicity for somebody, or it'll be significant for somebody. Hearing the word letter or letters, but letter, like you're writing a letter, or you're being guided to write letters for forgiveness to some people in your life. That's something for somebody there. That's actually something that I did, and when I asked God to show me, how to heal myself before I went and began getting counseling, ways that I, right about the time I was deciding to get the divorce and decided to contact the lawyer, I started working on myself. And that was one of the first things I did, was wrote letters to, I made a list of all the people that have hurt me. And, there's about 5-7 people on that list, starting with my mother and father. And I wrote them letters and got out all the ways that they hurt me, and I put everything in there. I mean, cuss words, everything, like I got it all out. And it was very therapeutic. So somebody, I think, is being guided to check into that. And this is your message of confirmation. Yes, that is something that you need to do. If you're being guided to do that, look into that. And if you're not, and you are guided, then this is your confirmation as well. Like, you're kind of like, trying to look for ways of healing some inner wounds, some emotional wounds, releasing those emotions that you've been holding inside of you for years and years. I feel like this is a long time somebody's been holding this, like generational stuff too. Passed down from parents and stuff. I feel like this is a really long, some of these wounds are really old and they're pent up and they're stored in the body and they need to come out. So yeah, that's for somebody. Excuse me. I think it's no coincidence too that my throat chakra, that I'm clearing my throat, and my throat chakra is, trying to, having issues with having being blocked or something, because somebody does need to speak some truths for forgiveness, and so again, I'm going to put throat chakra because that's been coming up a lot lately. Okay. What else, Spirit? God, what else does the collective need to know at this time? I'm seeing a band, musicians. I'm seeing like electric guitars, bass guitars. So I'm going to write that down. That's going to resonate for somebody. Maybe you play in a band or you travel in a band. play gigs at certain places. I'm trying to just confirm what I'm seeing here before I say it. What is this? A long bridge over water. Again, take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. There's going to be different messages for different people in these channel messages. Again, they use the words of confirmation that whatever, good grief, somebody has really got some throat chakra blockages. I'm going to get me a drink of water in just a second. Good grief. Sorry. That's a lot there. Somebody's having some throat chakra issues. Speaking their truth. They need to speak their truth, get things off their chest for sure. All right. So what else, Spirit? What other confirmations do we have? So the number 77 is coming through. 22. 55. 919. Again, you may be seeing these numbers. They may be resonate for you for some other reason. Maybe you were born in 1977. You know, again, take it as it resonates for you. Seeing the number 26, 23. I think somebody's in Colorado. Like feeling, I'm seeing like specific type of spruce tree that's like seen a lot in Colorado, and I've never been to Colorado, guys, so I don't, but I feel intuitively that this area is in Colorado, so I'm just going to put that down. I'm seeing a phoenix. Somebody may be guided to look up what the phoenix is, the meaning is, and what it represents if you're not familiar with that. It's basically ego death, transformation, spiritual transformation, personal transformation, and rebirth. And white, I'm hearing and seeing a white dragon. I don't know if that's somebody's like spirit totem or there's a white dragon helping somebody right now. In the spirit realm, astral realm. Well, I'm hearing organite. This is a stone, I believe. I don't know anything about organite, so maybe look that up. Organite stone. Maybe you're being guided to look up what organite is and then maybe get that and work with it to assist your body and your energetics in some way. Anything else, Spirit? I'm hearing the word flowers, but I don't know how that will resonate for somebody. Maybe you receive flowers, or you pick flowers, or you love flowers, or you're seeing a particular type of flower a lot lately when you're out and about. You just keep noticing, and you don't normally notice it. If you are, look up what that type of flower is, and then what it represents spiritually, maybe. It's probably going to mean something for somebody. Seen a dragonfly, a blue one. So you can also look up the spiritual meaning of a dragonfly, or maybe you're seeing those a lot. That could be messages from spirit. Could have a meaning there you look up. Again, you can also use these as words of confirmation if you've been seeing these a lot and you don't normally see them. You know, it could be your message, you know, letting you know that there's something in this channel message for you. And now seeing is this a bee or like a yellow jacket? I'm seeing a yellow jacket, like type of wasp bee, you know. So maybe there's a meaning there, or a spiritual meaning. Again, you know, take it as it resonates. Maybe look it up. Spiritual meaning of a yellow jacket. I've never done that. I've never had that before. So there's something there. Maybe got stung by a yellow jacket recently. I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to get stung by yellow jackets all the time. That's funny because I've never thought about that. Now it makes me want to go look it up. What else, Spirit? Is this a hawk or is this an eagle, Spirit, that you're showing me? A golden eagle, I'm hearing. So I'm seeing a golden eagle. Maybe look up the spiritual meaning of a golden eagle, or you're seeing one. Again, you can look it up. If you have seen a golden eagle, look up the spiritual meaning of that. I don't know. I mean, I know I said something about spruce with Colorado, but spruce is coming through again, so maybe there is some significance to that word. Maybe it's something significant to somebody. I'm getting a name, Macy. I'm getting Orion. Mark. Larry. Excuse me, good grief. Well, Spirit, if you have any other signs. Good grief. Sorry, my guys. I don't normally have this issue this bad in the morning at all. Hearing the word territory. Tabasco. Again, take what resonates. Maybe somebody loves Tabasco sauce. What else, Spirit? I'm seeing a small plane. I don't know what type of plane this is, but how do I explain this type of plane? It's just like, I don't know, just like either a two-seater plane. Let me think of. It's like a, what do they call this type of plane? And see, I don't know much about planes. I'm gonna try to describe it. So there's a front propeller, and it's typically a two-seater front, like front and rear, like right behind each other. And then there's like the wings, and they have like a top and a bottom with rods in between. And then they have, you know, the landing gear, and I'm trying to see if the landing gear is fixed. Yeah, it looks like it's fixed. So I don't know what type of plane that is, but I've seen it in movies. I don't even know how to describe that. So I'm going to put small plane. Front propeller. Double winged. There. And somebody will know if that resonates for somebody. I don't know if somebody's a pilot. I don't know. I feel like it's out west in the United States. Somewhere. I'm seeing a grizzly bear. Maybe that is an animal totem for somebody that is around you and assisting you. Maybe you could look up the spiritual meaning of a grizzly bear. I'm hearing the word robin. So like maybe a robin, the bird, or your name is Robin. Again, take it as it resonates. If it is a bird, you can look up the spiritual meaning of that. I feel like somebody here, pretty much the messages that came out was the forgiveness, the throat chakra clearing. You've got somebody or a group of people that I'm connecting with right now for this message has some throat chakra issues where you need to speak your truth to somebody and get things off your chest. And you can do that in the form of letters, writing letters, and then you don't have to give them to that person, or you could, it's up to you. But getting that out and expressing those feelings, the thoughts, the emotions is what's important. I feel like that's really heavy in this message. In fact, I kind of want to look up what some of these things mean, because maybe it resonates for, and it ties in. Because a lot of times when I do go back and look up these messages, sometimes some of the spiritual meanings of some of these things coming through in the message will tie into the actual message. in some way. So that's pretty cool that I've noticed that. I'm going to get me another drink. Anything else, Spirit? Feathers. So you may be seeing a lot of feathers all of a sudden. Like I have a feather right here, but you may not, know, but that is a sign. If you're not, you never heard this, that is a sign sometimes from spirit or from your angels or passed on loved ones that they're sending you messages. You can look up what the meaning of seeing feathers is, and it can even be if it's a certain color feather, like white feathers or whatever. You can look that up too with it. But it just may be feathers in general you keep noticing and you didn't used to notice. So that a lot of times is messages. There's a message there for you, or at least they're letting you know that they're around you, watching over you, or they're visiting or whatever. So you can look that up if you're maybe seeing feathers lately. I'm hearing the word row. Again, I'm going to draw a line here so we don't get them mixed up from over here. So I don't know how, maybe somebody's, I don't know, row in a boat. I don't know. That'll maybe resonate for somebody. Tahoe is coming through. Maybe somebody has a Tahoe SUV or Lake Tahoe or whatever. I don't know how that resonates for people. All right, what else, Spirit? Is there any other messages that you wish to give this collective as signs of confirmation, or any other messages that you wish for me to speak on this to the collective? I'm hearing that is the message, the main message for this collective, is to speak your truth. I'm going to also pull one of these messages from these decks that I cleared and shuffled already. I'm going to, I'm not the best shuffler, guys, so don't judge. I didn't really play a lot of cards or shuffle cards growing up. That was not my thing. I always gave them to my brother. He was great at shuffling cards. So I just kind of clear them out again, mix them up. And I'm going to pull from the back here. And so this will be a message for you. I'm going to pull a couple of them. This says, if it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the timing of your life. So that may resonate as a message for somebody. So I'm going to pull another one here. You are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. I think that's pretty interesting that came out. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Look at that. And we're talking about forgiveness. Wow. And we're talking about forgiveness and letters and throat chakra clearing, and that's a form of releasing those thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. So I think somebody's being guided here, or a group of people being guided here to work on that, and so that's the message that I feel is that's came through for the collective. Please let me know if this resonates for some people, or like for you. You can like, comment, subscribe. All that supports my channel, and I greatly appreciate any support you can offer. That will help show these messages in front of more people so that they can get these messages. And You can even hit the share button and copy the link, and you don't have to share it. It'll still show up in the algorithm. It'll help me. Takes a few seconds. If you're guided to do that, thank you so much. Again, I appreciate all your love and support. Feel free, if you want to share something privately with me, to reach out to me. My email is in the description box, etherealpathways144@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much, and I wish you a good day, and I leave you in love and light.